What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So USC women's side got that victory against number 4 Stanford the other day, 67-58. JuJu Watkins, of course, had 51 points. I believe it's a women's record at USC, which is pretty cool for her. And then the next couple of days, they were still up there to play against Cal and got that victory, 79-59. Player of the game was Caleb Williams. Apparently did a really good stint while she was in there. Really nice effort, and that's pretty much why they were able to get that victory. So congrats to them getting it back on a nice winning streak. And then, yes, the Washington Commanders apparently have hired Cliff Kingsbury, who was just with USC. I know just the other day I thought he was going to end up going to the Raiders, but apparently that fell through, which is always good. So now he's with Washington, and looks like maybe he's going to get Caleb Williams as well, but they do have the number 2 pick, so they'll probably have to go number 1. I know Caleb is from that DC area, so we'll have to wait and see. And I know USC football staff was added with another person in Skylar Jones. I think he was with the Rams defensive coaches. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe that's why he's there with Henderson, who just came there and was named the defensive line coach. But either way, we'll see what this guy can do for those players in the next couple years or so. And then, yeah, the Big Ten and SEC are putting together like a joint advisory staff, a bunch of people to be able to see and regulate what ends up happening with the NCAA, just because there's a lot of stuff happening, people getting sued and all that. But I think these two big conferences are going to be the main ones in the end, so they're putting together some type of group to be able to fight towards those things and be able to not get in too much trouble in the near future with the NCAA, if they will be partners with the NCAA too. That's a big thing moving forward, so we will see. Then yes, both Marshawn Lloyd and Brendan Rice of USC were shining this week at the Reese's Senior Bowl. I don't think Rice played in the game on Saturday, or I'm pretty sure Lloyd did, but he was voted as one of the best running backs on his team, so that's pretty cool for him heading into the combine next month and then the draft as well the month after. So we'll see if these guys get drafted higher than where they're projected as of right now. So definitely looking forward to that. And then when it came to an official visit this Saturday, February 3rd, from a defensive lineman in the 2024 class, Ratumana Bulu-Balavu, apparently is one of the top guys left in this class, and I thought he was going to end up going somewhere else, but it looks like USC is making a last push to be able to sign him in this class, so I think he will be signing around Wednesday if it does end up happening true. So hopefully they'll be reporting that at some point in the next couple of days. And this weekend was like their second big junior day that they had, with a lot of those high school kids going into their senior season. A lot of the guys that were there all were in the 2025 class. So wide receiver Dalen McCutcheon, who is a 4-star. Defensive lineman Brandon Brown, 4-star. Edge player Chad Woodfork, a 4-star, who also said it was one of his best visits ever. So that's pretty cool to hear. One of those top edges we keep talking about, Jared Smith, who's a 4-star. The linebacker Noah McHale, the local guy, who is a 4-star as well. Another linebacker in Madden Faramil, who's a 4-star. Another linebacker Marco Jones, 4-star. And the wide receiver Corey Sims, who's a 4-star as well. So yes, a lot of talent on campus this last weekend. Hopefully they will be able to get some early commitments, because like I said, they won't be starting till not even this season coming up, but the following season if they decide to come to USC. So you got to put in the work a little bit before, and hopefully these guys will be able to pick you at some point in the near future. And then apparently USC did re-offer one of the top modern-day players, the linebacker edge, in Nasir Wyatt, which I always thought was weird, because I know they had already offered him, but I guess his position coach that offered him the scholarship, I guess that automatically becomes nullified, and then you have to re-offer him, which is dumb, because I know he set up like a bunch of visits this like next couple of months, and none of them were USC. So I was kind of wondering, but then all of a sudden, a couple of days after, he said that he was re-offered. So I don't know what took them so long. Maybe it's just because they didn't have that position coach fully on the staff yet. But either way, at least they're able to get him in, and it looks like he was pretty excited about the reoffer again. So looking forward to seeing where he goes, hopefully to USC. Then when it came to the men's basketball team, yes, they beat Oregon State the other day. 82-54 was a good overall victory. Not any one person did step up, but it is kind of weird that, Oregon State does have 2 more wins total on their season compared to USC, but they were able to destroy them at home. So I don't know really what's going on with this team. They're pretty up and down, especially after just losing to Oregon a couple days before. So we'll see how the rest of this week goes. I know they get those Utah and Colorado teams again that they lost to on the road a couple weeks back. So we'll see what they do. And I don't think they play UCLA again. I don't think so. I think they already played them twice. But either way, we'll see what ends up happening with the rest of their schedule coming up. And then that 5-star quarterback Julian Lewis signed with Alo Yoga. I don't know exactly what that brand is. I'm pretty sure it's a clothing yoga brand. I could be wrong, but obviously he would not be able to get that NIL opportunity if he was not already committed to a team like USC. So like I said, hopefully he does end up sticking with his commitment in the future next year in 2025 and not just using USC to get these endorsements and make his money now and then pretty much pick somewhere else like a couple other guys have. So yes, hoping for some good luck and fortune going into this recruitment with this top quarterback. But then ESPN's Greg McElroy recently did say that he believes USC had a bounce back January and one of the better looks of a team this last January. Obviously, from where they were right before that, and then after all the coaching hires and some of the stuff they've been doing in recruiting as well, especially since they pretty much signed their 4 or 5 guys to this new staff. They've been all over the country, probably taking private jets and red eyes and going to different states here and there, but visiting those high schools not only to visit the top player there, but then look at future players as well. So I like the fact that this staff is looking towards the future, which means they will hopefully stay a lot longer than just a year, because a lot of them look like they can get pretty much head coaching jobs at some point in college and maybe a look in the NFL as a coordinator. So yes, hopefully they will stay intact for this season, at least coming up. And then, yes, rest in peace to one of the better bright spots of that Rocky franchise in Apollo and Carl Weathers, who recently, I think it was Friday, he had sadly passed away. They said it was in his sleep, so don't know exactly what he ended up passing from. Hopefully it wasn't anything too crazy. There was no news or anything prior to him being sick or anything like that. And I know as of recently, I did see him in the Star Wars show The Mandalorian. He played one of the top main characters in there that helped out the main character. It was pretty cool seeing him in that franchise, and he obviously got to direct some of the couple episodes too, so it looked like his career was moving up, where now he was not just acting but also getting into directing as well. So it's gonna suck to see what they end up doing with this character in future seasons. I know that's coming up in the near future, but hopefully they'll be pretty respectful to his character, and we'll see what ends up happening. But yeah, tough to hear, tough to deal with. But yeah, I think I'll probably watch Happy Gilmore. I remember him in there as Chubbs Peterson, so I'll probably have a nice light flick, because I always watch the Rocky movies. Have to watch something a little bit different to be able to remember him by. So yes, thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.